What's up, everyone? It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. I just wanted to come on today and just talk about basically the big principles of how we need to look about getting results in the gym. I always get asked these questions on Twitter and in messages, even with current clients that I work with, and it's a common theme. So I just wanted to give you some of my thoughts today. Now I'm recording this again on my iPhone. I don't have specialist equipment. I just want to give you just some raw, no bullshit information. So the questions I always get asked, how do I get bigger and stronger? How do I how do I get stronger faster? How do I build more muscle? How do I get bigger legs? How do I get a bigger chest, bigger arms? I get bombarded with these questions all the time. So there's three main things. There's three big rocks of what we need to look after if we want to get bigger and stronger, if we want to get jacked, whatever. There's three main things. So number one, it's an optimal training program for you. So everyone is different. Now you can't expect a 6'4", 25-year-old to train the same as a 5'7", 48-year-old. There's a couple of different variables that I've just mentioned there, but you have someone who's 6'4" and then 5'7". So automatically, the exercise selection for them individuals is going to be completely different just because of their biomechanics and the range of motion that you put their muscles through. So there's certain things when it comes to exercise selection that you need to get down. Also, you have someone who's 25 and someone who's 48. Now, obviously, the younger person is going to have a more testosterone, more than likely, going to be able to handle a little bit more volume in the gym than the older person. So that's where it comes down to having a individualized training plan for you. Just going on Google and following some random 12-week strength training program or hypertrophy program that you pulled off bodybuilding.com, that's not going to work for you. It's like, I spoke about this on Twitter the other day, it's like playing Russian roulette with a program. You go and pull a program off the internet, you could just be one of them people who gets results from that, but there's a good chance that you won't. So don't go into these programs following them blindly and expecting results, because it doesn't fucking work like that. It's quite simple. So what you can do, you've got a couple of options. You need to educate yourself with the training principles and spend a lot of time in the trenches in the gym, finding out which exercises work for you, what gives you quantifiable results. That comes with trial and error. You're not going to do that within 3 months. That takes years of doing that. So that's one option. You're always continuing to learn. YouTube videos, podcasts, listening to people like myself who can give you good advice. That's another option you have. And then you also have an option of hiring a coach. Someone who's going to come to you and pinpoint where you've been going wrong. They're going to fix your exercise selection, your program design, and they're just going to sort everything for you. So that's one of the other options you have. And that's something that I would recommend to some people who are unsure about what to do. Hire a coach, learn from them, okay? Spend a bit of time with them, and then if you really want to, you can go off and do your own thing, because a good coach will educate you in the process as well. So they're the options you've got, but number one is following a proper training program for you, and it needs to be periodized properly. It needs to be tailored to your specific leverages, your age, lifestyle factors, everything. You need to have all of that locked in, okay? So that's number one. Number two, it's so obvious, it's nutrition. Now you need to stop acting and eating like a child. You need to get really serious about the food that you eat. Prepare your own meals. This specifically speaking to the younger men now, 18, 19, 20. Don't be waiting for mummy to make your food and all that type of shit. Make sure you go to the supermarket, you get the food yourself, and you learn how to cook. Learn how to cook meals, every meal with a lot of protein in it, or all of the basic protein sources that you need: chicken, beef, pork, fish, eggs, whey protein if you need it. Really get serious about your nutrition. Learn how to cook, okay? And just make it your business that eating your food becomes like like a job and second nature to you. You need to be eating, 3, 4, 5, 6 meals a day, evenly spreading your protein feedings out throughout the day. You can't just wake up one day and go, okay, I'm not gonna have breakfast today, and I'm gonna see what the canteen at work has, and I might have a pasty and a can of Coke. No, what a load of bullshit. You need to make sure everything is prepped. You've got your meals sorted, and you're good to go. You do not want to be getting caught short without having your meals. And it's about being ruthlessly consistent with your nutrition. You need to be on point 7 out of 7 days. You can't be eating all your protein and your carbs, fats, all your macros. You can't be on point for 4 or 5 days out of 7, and then you go on fucking benders over weekends and you're only eating 800 calories. How is that going to get you big, strong, jacked? It's just not. So you need to have a long, hard talk with yourself and go, okay, this is what I need to do to get me from here to here, and that is getting extremely serious about your food and not fucking about anymore. Okay, so there's the first 2 things: optimized program for you, nutrition, and then the third big rock is you probably know what I'm going to say. It's sleep. I don't know how many times I see young men come to me and they say they might say, oh, my training hasn't been great, or I'm not getting results, and I'll fire back with a question: how's your sleep? And then they'll respond, oh, it's not great, I only get 4 or 5 hours. And then there you go, there's one big reason why you're not getting results. Don't be staying up late of the night and sitting there texting some girl who's not interested in you, swiping Tinder, looking at Instagram reels and watching bullshit on Netflix. Sort yourself out and prioritise sleep. Make sure you're in bed at a reasonable time, and make sure you're getting at least 7 to 9 hours of full sleep. This is how you're going to grow. Sleep is the most anabolic thing that us as humans can do to recover from the stress of life and just training in general. Sleep is extremely anabolic, and if you're skimping on sleep, you really are fucking up, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. All of your efforts in the gym and what you're doing with your nutrition, it's a waste of time. You need to be serious about sleep. I know it's a broken record, and you hear everybody talk about it on Twitter and the internet, but people don't take it seriously. But it's the best thing that you can do for recovery, and it's completely free. Any sort of supplements or cold therapy and all the bullshit that you see, why would you go and do that when you can just sleep? Get 8 hours sleep, be on point with your nutrition, and follow a proper training program, and you're good to go. And the big thing is, do that for years. You've got to do that for 3 to 5 years minimum, and then come back to me and talk about your lack of results. Because I guarantee, if you do them 3 things for the next 5 years consistently, you're going to get results. It's that simple. And people like to complicate it, but that's the stuff that you need to hear. So I just wanted to jump on and just give you, raw, just no bullshit. That's what you need, not all this bullshit that you see on the internet today. Alright, so I'll talk to you soon.